The first album was pretty much a sort of coming of age album, basically.
I have certain quotes that you've said. No, but then afterwards I have a question, so you don't have to comment on the quotes. But there's one thing that you said that you, I've sought to draw influences from the whole spectrum of music.
Yeah.
So not only the singer-songwriter spectrum. Well, because you had to look back on each album now for this album. Can you tell what album or what years you were in, what sort of music mind frames that influence you and your music?
Yeah. I don't know if I can remember everything that clearly, but I mean, the first album was pretty much a sort of, I mean, it's gonna sound stupid, like it's like a coming of age album, basically. It was, you know, I moved out, you know, from my parents, getting my independence, you know, working night shifts at a video store, and living with friends, and we rented this old crappy house. That was all a mess. Nobody had any money, but it was a great time because I was just discovering all this music that I hadn't heard before, and I had the time to do it, and I had the, you know, I don't know, I had no one objecting to me, you know, staying up till 6 in the morning just smoking and listening to music, and sleeping the whole next day. And there was nothing, you know, there were no boundaries to the way that I should lead or should live my life, basically. So this is what we did. I mean, we worked on our night shifts, and we spent the whole night just watching movies and listening to tons of new music. And this was, first album was all the, you know, it was Harvest, Neil Young album, and it was music from the Big Pink, and it was well, Gillian Welsh, I guess, and this was also when, I think around the time when Heartbreaker came out, this first solo album by Ryan Adams, which was also a great, you know, record that was, but all these things are like drawing influences from Americana kind of music.
And where did you live? What city did you live in?
I lived in the same city that I live in now, in Stavanger, but I just lived out, you know, a little bit on the outskirts. We rented a house that was going to be demolished, so they didn't know how long we could stay there. So we got it dirt cheap. We didn't have to pay that much, but it was a mess though. But you know, so it would, yeah, Americana, I guess, and both, you know, the old where Americana was taking its, you know, influences from. I mean, like the Bob Dylan and the band things, but also like the new wave of Americana with Ryan Adams and stuff like that. And Gillian Welsh, I was hugely into that. And then on the second record, oh gee.
It's only 1 year later.
Yeah, it is. It's not even that. It's not even 1 year. It's like, because these first three records were made just, I was just writing the whole time. So that's why I'm saying they're kind of related. So I think I was just basically in the same, listening to the same kind of things. On New York, or One Day You'll Dance for Me in New York City, on that album, I just wanted to even more, you know, quiet, and try to find, you know, I was listening a lot to more like rock music at the time, but I was trying to draw something out of the, you know, like the opposite of a rock explosion, trying to get something like powerful out of just holding back. So sort of like an implosion instead, you know, when you just always restraining yourself and not going off too much in any direction, or so it's pretty. It's a subdued record and very quiet.